What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I woke up as you can hear, I woke up about 1 hour ago. I was in bed for a while, chilling. I usually rush to get out, but today I didn't. I'm gonna change this habit to stop rushing because I put stress for no reason on my mind. I don't have to do anything much. I have clients, I have to go to the gym, I finished uni. I completed uni now, so I can relax for a few weeks, as in with my morning routine. It can be more relaxed. So I decided to record what I eat in the day. Now I'm gonna show you my breakfast. I've actually put out the things I use for my breakfast, the food. First of all, this bacon, is very expensive. Like this whole thing costs £5. It's from Morrison's. It's free range, cut fresh, so it's very good quality. Streaky bacon, smoked streaky bacon by Farmison and Co. I think it's just like a butcher or something, kind of like a butcher store, and Morrison's buys it or something. But it's incredible, like the taste to normal bacon. The only bacon that can compare to this, and it's not even close, is deluxe bacon. Deluxe streaky bacon from Lidl. I've tried Sainsbury, I've tried Tesco, I've tried normal brands, I've tried Morrison normal brand, no. Only this and deluxe from Lidl bacon, streaky only. I love streaky bacon because I used to have no fat bacon, like back bacon, 5% fat. And honestly, I've changed my diet completely in the last 5 months or so, 6 months. I've been eating more fat. And I'm not scared of fat anymore. It's a new habit. So what I do, this kind of looks funny right here. Basically this is on the pan, but now it's gonna be right here. First, this is my air fryer. It has these trays. I'm only gonna use one of the trays, and I'm gonna lay my bacon right here. I use about 6 pieces of bacon. So what I'll do is, I'm gonna cut it. I'll cut the package, and it's not very big. Like the pieces of bacon are not big here. That's why I use a few more slices than usual. If it was the little one, I would probably use 4. Like the smell is incredible on this bacon. Look at this. Like look. Make sure you wash your hands before. I did wash my hands before touching it. Second piece, look at this, it's beautiful. I'm not scared of the fat anymore. So I'm laying it on the tray. I'm actually gonna use 3 pieces. They're actually big. I don't know why I said they were thin, but today they're actually quite freaking big. I'm gonna use 3. Washing my hands quick, because you don't wanna touch things, because I just touched raw meat. Eggs. Yes, of course that will happen today. When I record the video, I'll break an egg. I'm not gonna cut this out. This is the reality, guys. It's the reality. Okay, I'm gonna use 3 eggs. I'm gonna crack it in a bowl. Are you one of these people where you crack it in the pan? The reason why I don't crack it in the pan, first of all, I'm not a professional at cracking freaking eggs because they always break. And sometimes I get a shell in the pan while it's cooking, and I hate the rush to remove it before I can't see anymore because it's cooking. Let me know if you crack it in a bowl and then you cook it, or you crack it in the pan. I really want to know that, because I know people from my family, they crack it in the pan, and I just can't. I'm not one of those. You're gonna put your pan full heat. Again, you're not gonna overcook the eggs. You're gonna use some real butter, so raw butter if you can. If not, try to go for a good quality butter. Just gonna cut it. You're gonna put quite a lot of butter. You can see the butter melting away. Make sure it doesn't burn. When it starts bubbling like this, that's quite a lot of butter, that's fine. We want the fat. Eggs, go in. Put this in the cup. You're gonna wait for it for a bit. I'm gonna scramble them. You're gonna wait for the whites to go in white color, not transparent. Meanwhile, you're gonna check on the bacon. It's looking good. So when it becomes like this, then you're gonna break it, and then you're gonna start scrambling a little bit with the butter. Then you're gonna let it cook a little bit, like the liquid to be cooked, and then you're gonna put the uncooked liquid, like scramble again, like so. You're not gonna overcook it, you're nearly done, literally. So I'm gonna grab a plate right here. They're basically done. Alright. Remember, eggs keep cooking 30 seconds after you turn the stove off. That's it. Eggs done. Alright. 3 eggs. Let's see if you can see them. Look at these eggs. Creamy, buttery, full eggs. No freaking egg whites. Look at this. The waiting is on its way. The bacon is on its way. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Morning, I'm kind of like full of energy, but sometimes I'm just dumb in the morning. Now I'm gonna check on the bacon. I'm saying I'm gonna check on the bacon, but I'm not checking on the freaking bacon. I got quite anxious recording this video. I don't know what's the reason for it. See? A little bit crispy on the edges, but it's not overcooked. It's ready. I used to overcook my bacon and you look like freaking charcoal, and burnt food is not good for you overall. It's basically, yeah, basically that's it. 3 bacon, 3 eggs. Again, the bacon is huge today. It usually isn't this big and thick, but look at this beautiful breakfast. Now, I'm gonna turn the camera right here and show you the actual full breakfast. One sec. So I use this milk, again from Morrison's, but it's unhomogenized. So it's been through the least process and the nutrients remain inside. It's 3 pounds, it's quite expensive for 1 liter. Whole milk. You can see the fat right here of the milk, which is, it reminds me from back home when we used to get real milk back in Bulgaria. There's people that have cows and we pay like 2 pounds and it's like real, and they have this cream on top and it's even inside. So I'm gonna have 1 glass, full glass of milk. And I'll write the calories down. Can you freaking see me now? Yes, you can see me now. We set up the camera in a perfect position. Sorry, this video is kind of like a real, what happens? I broke the egg. I got mad at the freaking air fryer beeping. It's just how I actually am. Like, this is the realistic morning routine. Things like that happen. I'm not gonna cut the egg breaking. I made a stupid mistake, just dropped it for no reason. I feel like I got anxious. So whole milk from Morrison's, unhomogenized. Amazing. You can see the cream and the fat. It's like incredible. I have 1 glass of this. 3 eggs with good butter, raw butter, if you can get it. If not, just go for the best in your store. It's salted. I usually go for unsalted butter. Streaky bacon from the farm or the butcher, or if not, get deluxe from Lidl's. It's the best. Streaky, unsmoked. 3 pieces. It's huge. It's like 200 grams. Usually isn't that big, but yeah. I'll put the calories on the display around. Usually don't track. I tracked for a long time in my life. I track sometimes just to see if I get into a bulking phase. I track for 2-3 weeks every day, and if I get into a caloric deficit, I track the first few weeks and then I just go intuitively. I'm gonna calculate today just for you, but I usually don't right now. Right now I just eat. I eat more than I should because I'm trying to build some muscle and do bodybuilding, but I usually just don't calculate. I eat, I'm gonna show you even the bad stuff I eat in the day, like snacks, if I have some snacks today. For breakfast, I usually have no carbs. Sometimes I have carbs, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I have carbs because I feel like having carbs. Maybe I feel a little bit dead or I'm just craving carbs and I'll have it. Today, I don't feel like having it, so I'm not gonna have it. All right, realistically, I would have a YouTube video going. I'll put it on my freaking phone and just go and watch. But today let's just eat and maybe talk about some stuff. I've been thinking about changing, as in habits, because they've been really annoying me recently and it's time to change a little bit, you know? For the better, obviously. I'll never change for the worse. I've already drank some of the milk. Amazing. Alright, how it taste test. Usually they taste amazing. Of course they are. With butter, nothing can go wrong. I used to be scared to eat the yolk years ago. I used to only eat egg whites, and I cannot believe I've been there as everyone else is right now, just eating egg whites and cooking them in the spray or olive oil. Just why? Cooking in butter. Animal fat cannot compare to plant-based, to plant seed oils and to all kind of, they're not good for you. We can't even digest them half of the time. It's very hard to digest plant kind of products and seed oils especially. But yeah, let's talk about the habits I really want to change. First of all, I have to be more patient. Why? When you always rush, my personality is like, I've always been very a rushy person. It could be rushing my own self or rushing people around me. I'm like, for example, I wake up and I'm like, it's time to go. I need to get up, make everything ready, get my stuff done, and then I'm doing nothing for the rest of the day. After 3 hours of just rushing and doing this and that. Like, usually I wake up and I stand up. Like, I don't like being in bed for too long after I wake up. I wake up, stand up, I wanna brush my teeth, wash my face, make my breakfast, eat, fix my house, like clean it up a little bit, then start on my productivity tasks, like clients and stuff, and go to the gym after. But I've realized rushing is not gonna get me any good results most of the time. I put myself under stress mentally to be faster for no reason. Like, I have nowhere to go to now. I'm more free in the summer, like from now. Like, where am I rushing to? Unless I have an appointment for the doctor and I have stuff to do before, or I have some appointment for the hair or nails. I don't really get my nails done. Just an example. I'll rush. But from today, I'm like, it's time to change. The eggs are too good, honestly. Oh, I forgot to say the free range. They're a big difference. People say there's no difference between unbranded, branded, organic, free range. There is, trust me. In the taste. It tastes like the chicken had a good life. That sounds bad, but yeah. Sorry for the vegans out there. I could never be a vegan. Anyway, from today, I woke up. I've been thinking to change these little stuff in order for me to be able to perform better at the things I do. Because I need to be more patient. That's with my progress. I can't lie. I always want to get in shape fast. I always want to see results fast. And I do know that it takes a long time to build muscle, to be in shape, to make good habits to have a good relationship with food as well. It's for everything. I want to stop rushing. Even my workouts. This is my life. I don't want to go to the gym and start rushing through my rest periods to just go home and do nothing. And like yesterday, I had a leg day and I worked off 2.5 hours. I rested 3 to 5 minutes probably between sets. I took my time. I really focused on every technique, on every single set. And it felt great because I felt like I'm giving good effort. I'm not rushing through it. I'm actually caring about my workout, about each set and rep and exercise I do. And I want to do the same for every task I have to do throughout the day. So that's one of the habits I'm going to change. And it starts today. I'm not going to give up. I really want to succeed in this. I usually would have eaten this in under 1 minute. I would have drank this, ate the eggs, and then a bacon last. I think it's been about, 5-6 minutes I've been eating, so I don't want to rush anymore. I'm really happy I'm able to acknowledge the things I'm wrong at. It's the people around me that they know the habit of rushing, like I always rush. They've told me it's not good. And I've always been resistant to not accept it. But with getting older, I realize they're right. And I'm glad I have people that tell me the truth. I'm glad I have people that care about me. I've decided to listen this time. I'm done acting like a 5-year-old and not listen. This is just going to be a transparent video. I don't care what people think. I want this to be a diary. Like some people write in their diaries what happens with them. They never share it. It's not going to happen with me. I'm going to be honest, for real. I'm 22 years old now. And sometimes I do act quite mature in some situations. That's my parents' tablet that they watch TV on. Anyway. Sometimes I act, like a 5-year-old in certain situations. In some, I act like a 50-year-old. So I want to stop being stubborn when I get into a disagreement with someone. I want to be able to think. I sometimes think before I answer, depending on what the conversation is and who I'm talking to. But sometimes I'm very impulsive. What that means is I react too fast before I think what I'm saying. And this bacon is amazing, by the way. Like, yes, I eat it with my hands. Balkan eating. That's how we eat in Europe. What an amazing bacon. Do not overcook it, please. From now, I'm done not thinking before I talk about a question I've been asked, about a disagreement between me and another person, or even about my own actions just by myself, the things I do. I'm gonna start think even more than I do right now. Because sometimes not thinking causes issues. It could be with me, with other people, and it's not good for me or them. And I want to be able to respond the way I should, the right way. So this is another thing I'm going to work on from today. There's about 5-6 things I really want to change my perspective on and the way I act on them. Everyone has flaws, and I get it. I can't be perfect, but I think I can enhance to be better at these things. Even if I can't change completely as a person, I'll probably still rush sometimes without me realizing I'm rushing. I'll probably still respond sometimes too impulsively and faster than I should without thinking. Third thing, here comes something that's been on my mind for a while. I started off my gym career at 15. I started doing cardio first, and a year later, at 16, I started at 14 cardio for a year. I only did treadmill, incline, for 2 hours a day. I was burning 1,000 calories every day. I lost about 5-6 kg. And at 15, I started doing strength training. I actually lied to the gym that I'm 16, because you have to be 16 to be able to attend. I was actually only 14. I started lifting at 15. And at first, I just lifted like a beginner. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, as everyone. I had this vision of being a certain way. I was quite overweight in my teenage years up to 14, 15. Like, I was basically obese for my age. Then I chased the goal of being skinny because I was done people bullying me. And I was done looking at myself and not loving myself. I started not eating. I developed an eating disorder. You can watch one of my first videos is about eating disorder. And my eating disorder, sorry. And I became very skinny. I was 49 kg, 48, lost my period. I felt awful for 2 years. Then I had to start eating McDonald's every day and junk to be able to gain some weight because I just I didn't want to gain weight. I wanted to keep being skinnier and skinnier every week, every day. I went through hell. Since 2021, in 2020, I got my personal training course, level 3 in nutrition. I became more educated on nutrition, on food. I had a more healthy relationship with my mind, my body. I gained some weight, my period came back. I felt like a normal human being. Then I had the goal of being the strongest, and I still want to be the strongest, but with time, I see like it doesn't matter. I want it to be shredded and lean, but obviously more weight, like heavier. Last year, obviously, I trained people for 3.5 years now. I do personal training. I study sports science. I just finished year 2 successfully. I'm so glad about that. I'm proud of myself from where I've been and where I'm going to. Sometimes, since discovering my thyroid issue, my kidney issue, infertility issue I had, and I'm still dealing with, I've realized how I look, the amount of muscle I have mattered before. With my situations changing from not being able to powerlift anymore for at least a year to recover, from doing some bodybuilding for the past few weeks since my competition, I've changed my mindset a lot. And I went from having to train, from being a chore, to being I want to train and I get to train my body. Because I wasn't grateful for my body. Let's be real. I was not grateful that I was able to do everything I did in the last 5, 6, 7 years. And I've started being more grateful the last 4 weeks because it could be way worse for me. It could have been like, you can't train anymore. That's it. End of. You cannot touch, you cannot go to the gym anymore. It would have been my last career. I would have been done. But now I become so grateful. Sometimes I forget that I have to be, but I've been way more grateful now that I get to actually move my body and get to go to the gym and still get to train clients. My levels for the thyroid has actually come back in normal range. I'm still on the pill and I'll be on levothyroxine for the rest of my life because if I stop it, I can't live. But they're in normal range. They went from 6 to 2.5. My kidneys, I have an appointment on November 17, 2024. We'll see what happens with my kidneys. I'll have another blood test in September just to check if they improved or not. Last time they improved from 65 GFR level to 70. That means the filtration rate at which the toxins of the blood filter. So I pee it out basically. If not, they build up and I start being puffy in the morning on my face and my limbs like retain water basically. And I become bloated. But that's improved with 5 units. In May, I checked it. And it was the best gift for my birthday, that blood test result. Like, I was so happy. So the habit I want to start having more and more is to be more grateful and to be happy where I'm at. Because it could have been way worse, and there's people that are worse than me. So I have to be happy. One of the things that I've struggled with my whole life, and still sometimes, even though I'm in denial of the fact sometimes, this video is going to be extremely long, probably 1 hour. Anyway, finish with the meal, gonna drink this. One of the things I've always struggled with my entire life is body image, is how I view myself. Here is the thing. Sometimes I have these episodes of, you look like SHIT. The worst insecurity I have is my stomach and how I gain fat only on my stomach and face. And I've realized that this has to change, and it's been getting better with time. It's been difficult, and it still is sometimes. When I was anorexic and I had an eating disorder, and I clicked and I woke up that I have to start eating and gain fat and get my period back, I wished myself to have stomach and to have belly fat on my stomach. And now that I have it, I forgot how I wanted to have it this bad and to have the stomach and to have body fat on myself. So I'm done being ungrateful and forgetting where I've started. Honestly, it's done. I'll see you at lunchtime and we're gonna talk about more habits later on. What I wanna change or have a different viewing perspective on. I had my breakfast. I'll write the calories down on the screen, calculate it soon. I'll eat probably in 5, 6 hours because when you start your day with fat, it keeps you full for so long, and it also does not spike your insulin high, like your sugar levels high. Sometimes I do have carbs and it does spike and it's fine. Depends how I'm feeling. I would usually either have bananas, grapes, or protein chocolate, or maybe like some brownies if I have them. But that's it. For now, I'll catch you when I have a snack or when I have lunch next. It was really nice talking so far. And I just want to be transparent and open. I'm done acting, or I've never really acted, but I'm done covering what's actually going on. It's time to be open. All right, guys, it's time for lunch. Is it working, the mic? Hope so. We're gonna hit some chicken skinless thighs and boneless. These are great by Brookfield, like they're basically organic. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna open the bin and I'm gonna drain this liquid and then put it in this huge bowl. I have the air fryer warming up, heating up on 200 degrees. We're gonna air fry it. Cut amazing chicken thighs right here. I'm gonna take this huge bowl and put it inside. Here's what they look like, juicy with some fat. Again, thighs, fat, very important. Okay, we're gonna get some olive oil, just a little bit. And we're gonna go heavy with the chicken seasoning. Extremely heavy. Go crazy. Simple recipe, tastes great. High in fat and protein, nothing crazy. And it's easy. The cleaning is quite minimal as well, so that's good. Okay, I've put quite a lot. I'm gonna mix it and see if I need more seasoning. By the way, this is 600 grams. I'll probably have half of it. I'll have about 3 thighs or so, because there's 6 thighs or 7 thighs in here. Yeah, see, I need a little bit more seasoning. They need to kind of be red or fully covered. Just a bit more. Obviously, don't go too crazy, but season them well. I used to eat chicken breast most of the time, but not anymore. In the last year or so, I don't eat breast, only thighs. Thighs are amazing. It's my favorite. Gonna move the seasoning. The air fryer must be heated now. I'm gonna take it. And I'm gonna spread the chicken. I'm not gonna overlap the chicken. I'll cook it probably in 2 goes, in 2 times. I can fit 5. Actually, I'll fit 4. 5, maybe 6. I'll fit all of them actually. They're quite not small, but like they're small. I'm gonna put the air fryer on 20 minutes. I'll flip them over when it's 10 minutes gone. 10 minutes, flip them over, and then another 10, and it should be ready, juicy, and amazing. So it's around 5 p.m. now, so it's been 6 hours since I ate. I ate at 10:30, 11. So see how fat keeps you full? I'm ready for the next meal though. I'm getting hungry. By the time it's ready and cooled down, I will be hungry. Hello, I'm back. So I got my glass containers I eat from. I'm gonna separate the chicken into 2 portions. So I'll put 3 thighs each. I flipped it 5 minutes ago. It's gonna be ready in about 5 minutes or so. Until then, let's catch up on the earlier conversation we had. So I said some of the things I really want to change about me and the way just my habits are and how I'm ungrateful sometimes. That was very honest for me to say. It's actually quite scary to share that much about me and everything. But I just want to be transparent. Today's been really productive. I've edited a little bit on my laptop. I actually got an upgrade. MacBook M1 Pro. I had the M1 13-inch, now I have 14-inch. So I want to invest a lot into this channel. This whole summer, I want to just blow up, honestly. I want to post as much as I can, things that are useful, just kind of my life, and share everything on the way. With this meal, so this meal came up to, I'm going to tell you right now, I calculated the first meal as well. I'll put you're going to see the first meal in the first part of the day, like the information. This meal I'm gonna have with 1 banana for some carbs because I haven't had any carbs yet today. I didn't feel like having any carbs yet, so that's why I didn't. I'm gonna have only 1 banana with 3 thighs, which comes up to 498 calories. I'll tell you, 50 grams of protein, 33 grams of fat, and 26 grams of carbs. Good meal, basically. Basically 500 calories. Because I don't really count the oil I put, because who cares? I only count the butter for the first meal, which I put 25 grams. Obviously, I calculated, but I kind of know what grams are and what it looks like now with everything. So far, I feel great. Let's just have a look. Look at this. Ooh. It's looking sexy and juicy. It's looking good. 2 minutes left. So I'm gonna have this meal with the banana, a singular banana. I'm gonna have it with this. I'll show you what the chicken looks like when it's ready, and then I'll eat my food, get back to work on my laptop. I have some things to do on it, edit, reply to some of the clients. So I'll probably eat quite late, probably around 10 p.m., 9 p.m., we'll see. But that's just life. That's how my routine looks like today. Now, at least. But let me know how you're doing. Do you have any similar habits like me that you wanna try enhancing for the better and changing for the better? Not fully, because this is rooted in you. You can't fully change, but I'm a believer that you can become better every day if you want to. Because I wasn't able to afford a personal trainer. I learned the hard way, and now I train myself, I coach myself, I coach other people, even though I went through hell with experiences. But I learned my lesson, and now I'm gonna learn my lesson again with the things that bother me and the things I do wrong. So it's time to teach myself again for the better. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's done. Yes. Oh God. This is incredible. Oh yeah. Boy. Oh yeah. I'll clean this later. But can we just, please, look at this chicken right now. Look. Are you seeing this? Juicy thighs and a banana, just like this. I can't wait to have some chicken, some fat, a little bit of sugar from the banana, and maybe my dinner will have more carbs. Who knows? I might crave it in the night, as I usually do. For now, I'm gonna go to work, eat, do some stuff, and I'll catch you for dinner or for a snack. Who knows? So far, that's what I'm eating. So far, I usually don't calculate, as I said. So far, I'm on 1,300 calories, which is pretty good. Total is 102 grams of protein yet, 46 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat so far, which is great. I'll see you for dinner, guys. I'm gonna enjoy this meal. I'm so excited. Let's go and get big. Alright, it's time for dinner. 3 beef burgers. Huge. Get a protein in. Philadelphia original. Gonna have it with this. Gonna watch some world powerlifting competition. 69 kg females and 93 kg men. Gonna have some fun watching my favorite thing. Eat and go to sleep. So far, we've had about 1,800. Today, 150 protein, 100 fat, and around 70 carbs. So it's pretty good, intuitive, and it's enough to function properly. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.